Another game for Amorim where he's had to watch United create enough chances to win, but don't. 2 games in a row where we've only conceded 1 shot on target and both shots have gone in, and we've won neither game. This summer cannot come round quickly enough, I'm telling you. Let's run through some important takeaways from the Bournemouth game, and especially one big issue I have with the actual setup of the team. That's another frustrating game for Manchester United, alright? That's just the way our season has been going. It's going to be like that for another 4 games in the league. Fingers crossed not in the Europa League. I'm going to run through the main takeaways from that draw with Bournemouth. Amorim's comments going to speak about finishing, going to speak about build-up, going to speak about better signings, going to speak about Dorgu and Højlund. You can let me know what you think in the comments below. Let's get into it. Because number 1 on the list, surprise, surprise, frustration with finishing again. This has just been United all season. I said this many times. It's almost like you can copy and paste the match reaction from one game to another. Certainly the last 2 games. Wolves had 1 shot on target. Bournemouth had 1 shot on target. And we didn't win either of those games. We didn't score enough. In that game, Garnacho had some opportunities. United overall had opportunities. Højlund had opportunities. United didn't score enough goals. And it's just been the case all season long. 39 goals we've scored in 34 games in the league. It is absolutely disgusting. And a solution to that? Simple. It's not going to come internally. We need better players. And in particular, we need better finishers. And that's why the idea of bringing in Cunha, and look, whether it's Delap or not, we'll find out. But it seems like Delap is going to be United's likely striker target. And those 2 combined, you're looking at the best part of 30 goals, Premier League goals, coming into the team for next season. And at the same sort of, I probably wouldn't put it as important as a striker, but the idea of bringing in a new goalkeeper as well, to have a goalkeeper who saves you those points, those 2 things in isolation bring United so many more points next season, because we are playing overall better. We're creating chances. Now, I've got one big problem when it comes to Amorim's team. Had it all season. And it's that structural issue. All right? After the game, he was speaking about how United are sort of, I call it the architect of our own problems, creating our own issues. And this here, I need to speak about. Because this was in the build-up to the goal, right? We know what happened. Onana decides not to pass it forward to Maguire. Instead, he goes to Shaw. Shaw passes it to Dorgu, and he's around about there. Dorgu gets pressed, and United lose the ball. But in this situation here, right, you've got 2 central players, and you've got the central centre-back that pushes forward. You've then got Shaw there, and just off camera over here, you're probably going to have Mazraoui, right? The 2 wide centre-backs. Then you've got Dorgu over there as the wide left wing-back, and then you've got whoever was playing right wing-back. Mazraoui, no, it was Mazraoui there, because who else was playing in defence that game? Yoro. My bad. Yoro was right centre-back. The issue I've got is with these 2 players, Maguire and Casemiro, and United's lack of central progression. We never, ever bring the ball out through the middle. As a consequence, we're a very easy team to press, because Bournemouth can go into that game going, look, lads, as long as you block off the central midfielder, they're probably not going to be passing to Harry Maguire because he's not confident in tight spaces in that situation. So you can then focus on really putting the pressure on the wing-backs, because that's ultimately where the ball's going to go to. Can Amorim fix this without different personnel? I question that. I think Maguire, as good as he is at progressing the ball with long diagonals, he doesn't like receiving the ball on the turn, on the half-turn. He doesn't like receiving the ball facing his own goal. So playing him there, it doesn't work. De Ligt would be better in that situation, but again, De Ligt's not perfect. It almost feels like you could... Do I think Yoro will be there in the long term? I don't know, because he's a very good wide centre-back. But a player like Dorgu, it's a big structural issue. Amorim hasn't found the solution to it yet, and it's a big reason, in my opinion, why we are so bad at playing out from the back with the ball. And Onana in this situation, he didn't trust the easiest pass. Look at that. Maguire's not got... He's quite close, but Evan Nilsson's nowhere near him. So Maguire could easily have just got the ball and turned into space there, but Onana didn't trust him. It's a big frustration of mine, man. I've had it all season. Under Amorim anyway. He needs to find a solution for it, because it's an issue. Now, let's move on and speak about Højlund, because Højlund has had an absolutely awful season. I know it, you know it, Amorim knows it, everyone knows it. How many goals he scored? 9, 10? Don't know. Maybe just getting towards double figures. Hopefully he finishes past the season on double figures. After the game, I'll be totally honest. I don't really understand why people are like losing their mind over this. Like the caption that he put on that. We wanted to win, but I needed that. Both of those things are correct. I think people are frustrated that that Højlund is celebrating scoring an equaliser when United aren't winning a game. And they feel it's a representation of drop standards. I just think that United fans right now are on the edge. And kind of anything's going to tick them over. Anything's going to piss them off. Højlund, I don't really care about that. But Højlund finished the season strong, man. Right? I'm looking at Bilbao on Thursday. Score in Bilbao. Score at Old Trafford. Get United to the final. Score the winner in the final. Make it 3 European games in a row that you score back to back to back to put an end to that barren run of form and to take United to the trophy. End the season strong, man. I think because of the price that we paid for him and the fact that we'd need to sell him for quite a lot of money to put it down as not an accounting loss because of amortization. I don't think we'll sell him this summer. I think we'll sign someone like Delap and he'll get another opportunity, but just end the season strong. I'm begging you. I am begging you. Make better runs, better positioning. United get better balls into the middle, but Højlund just finish better. As Amorim said there, it's only 1 goal. Score in the next one. Score 2 while you're at it. Not being greedy or anything. But somebody who has had a very mixed bag since he joined United in January is Patrick Dorgu. We need to speak about him because so many fans, whether it's part of the modern game, whether it's specifically United fans, I don't quite know. But the expectation is to always pretty much be bang on straight away. No mistakes. Just doesn't happen. Now, Dorgu I thought he was pretty decent for the first few games. Got the red card, and since he's come back from the red card, has just been pretty bad. He's just not been good. Caught on the ball for that goal. I think the 2 passes from Onana and Shaw allowed Bournemouth to press, brought them closer to him. So when he turned, he had a player straight on him, but he should have known that. He needs patience, man. He needs support from fans. He's a 20-year-old coming from Serie A. I always will give any signing, whether it's Anthony, whether it's Højlund, whether it's Dorgu, whether anybody else, they'll always get 1 season for me. Season where you develop, you learn the ropes. And that's what this season is, really. Came in January, mid-season, new manager. And he's had a harsh learning. Fingers crossed he has better form in the European games. But Dorgu, I just think it's mad there's any United fans even trying to write him off yet. Main takeaways from that game? Similar main takeaways to the Wolves game. Well, at least we're learning. Truth be told, a lot of the issues are to do with personnel. And they won't exist next season if we have a good summer. Simple as that.